Hi, this is Jeremy with Phoenix Home Remodeling. If you're considering a kitchen remodel in Tempe, I would highly recommend visiting this page and also a few other pages. Anything in this column is going to be vital, minus if it's room specific. So if you're thinking of a kitchen, these two don't make sense, but that one does, these do, and everything below here probably does too. It's going to be one of those things where if you're willing to spend the time, call it an hour or two, you're going to have a dramatic improvement in your chances of things going better. I don't care if you have a referral from, Bob Vila, and he says this is the best remodeler ever. You want to make sure that you go through these things. You want to understand what questions to ask them. Why are contractors so high on complaints? They have the second most complaints of any industry. Think of all the scams that are out there. Used car dealerships are the only thing that have more consumer complaints. And if you do it per transaction, contractors actually have way more because people don't buy, or I should rephrase this, people buy, sell, or lease a car way more often than they hire a contractor. So I can't tell you how vital this is. Questions that we get from homeowners, you can get answers. A lot of times, for me at least, when I'm a buyer of something, I don't even know what to ask sometimes. I'll Google it and try to learn. So what I realize is, obviously frequently asked questions aren't like abnormal, but I spent a lot of time and I put them in a different category. So depending on where you're at in the process or what you're focused on or what you're interested in, that's going to help you out quite a bit. So I'd highly recommend it. Now the page we're on now is if you go to services, kitchen remodel services, and then you go to kitchen remodel Tempe, that'll take you right to this page. And you'll see some information on here like awards we've won, A+ rating. Obviously we're licensed, insured, and bonded. More information that'll help you out. If you want a calculator, you can put in your information, and this will help you out with getting a rough idea of the price for your specific scenario. Obviously, it's just a rough price, but we want to make sure that we're helping out in any way that we can, as opposed to a lot of other places that try to hide it or make you meet with them. We want to try to provide as much useful information as possible. Some more information there specific to Tempe. These 6 items are the most important of probably anything on our website. I would highly, highly recommend that you take the time to read each of these. It's not long. And if you find a contractor that has these, you will be so much better off. I promise you. That is the one thing that will make an enormous difference. If I just pick one, my mouse is over here. Homeowner portal. So if a contractor doesn't have a portal, that means they don't value your communication. They could be great at communication, but that means they have not invested their time or money into a portal. This makes such a difference. If I'm being very frank with you, there are times where we have gotten credit for things that is not us. It's the portal. Now you could say, oh, well, you implemented the portal, but frankly, it's the portal. It's not us. The one that we use is Buildertrend. There's a couple other ones that are good. Most of them aren't that great. Buildertrend's one of the few that is good. And the basic principle is you know what's going on. Everything's in one place, and you can learn more here. I won't get into it too much, not to waste your time. This is vital. Frankly, there's not a lot of contractors that do this, even in the nation. So before we give you a written proposal, we involve our estimators. They're overseas, so they get paid about twice as much as the going rate there, but it's about a fifth of the price of somebody in the US. So that helps you with saving a ton of money. It also means that before we give you a written proposal, somebody who actually has a degree in either engineering or architecture, there's 2 of them. One has one in engineering and she has one in architecture. They build out your proposal in our software with a price catalog. Ask any other contractor if they do that. And if they say yes, say, oh, what do you use? Ask them one more level because I would love to know anyone else that does. I don't know anyone that does, frankly, and I'm not trying to be, what is the word, rude or whatever about that. It's just, that's vital. I mean, that or you use somebody who guesses or they use Excel, and frankly, Excel is not great. We tried it years back. It's not good, frankly. And there's other information here that's worth looking at. Our core values. It's one of the reasons that our employees like working with us and our homeowners love working with us. Here's some ideas for your bathroom remodel. Here's some kitchen remodels that we've done. Our 4-step process. That's one of the things that people like about us is we're very process oriented. And then if you want to read any of our reviews, we've got a link to over 70 of them at this page. And then the next step is to schedule your phone call. Thank you for watching this video.